What's up, guys? Want to hop on today on this beautiful Sunday. Hopefully, you're watching this later because it's gorgeous outside. But wanted to hop on and talk about minimum effective and maximum recoverable volume. Because these are two numbers that oftentimes people think lie far different from where they do. Minimum effective volume is the least amount of work that will spark a change, that will give us that stimulus to progress towards our goals inside the gym. Right? The maximum recoverable volume is the most work we can do and still move forward. Minimum effective volume is most useful for those of us trying to live our lives, for the professional with a family, for someone who still needs to focus on the pieces outside the gym, for anybody who fitness is not their life. Right? Maximum recoverable volume should, in our opinion, be reserved for athletes, for people that make a living or are aiming to make a living with their movement. Maximum recoverable volume is getting up to the point where the risk to reward is very high. Minimum effective volume allows us time outside the gym to focus on meal prep, to get enough sleep, to focus on a mindfulness practice, and to have good relationships with our family. As important as movement is in our life, it is proven that community and social relationships are just as important in living long and healthy lives. So if we're training up our maximum recoverable volume and the gym controls our schedule, then we're throwing those relationships out the window. However, if we take our minimum effective volume and we train there 3, 4, maybe 2 days a week, and you see change, and you take the other days, and maybe you have an hour where you're like, man, wow, I have a free hour, maybe I should go to the gym. Ask yourself, have you bought your vegetables for the week? Do you have meals prepped if you lead a busy life and you don't have time to cook your meals? Have you gotten enough sleep this week? Have you worked on personal growth? Are you reading or listening to something that helps you grow as a human being up here, not just right here? Because the stuff up here makes all of this that much better. Now, some of you might be out there like, yeah, but even my minimum, even if I work out a little, I feel like I'm still banging myself up. Or, well, I want to work out more, but let's dig into load versus capacity, because this will shed some light on why we don't want to be up at our maximum recoverable volume and why minimum effective volume will keep us healthy, pain-free, and progressing inside and outside of the gym for years to come. So bear with me here. We're going to break out the whiteboard. Graph. Dotted line. All right. Up here, this is our capacity. Okay. This is anytime that someone has gotten hurt, anywhere, not inside the gym, anywhere. It is 99% of the time because they have went outside of their capacity. If I walk across the street and I get hit by a car on my way over to scorched earth, that's outside of my capacity. I don't have the capacity to withstand that. It's going to bang me up. If you take a sledgehammer to the knee, that's outside of your capacity. All right? So this we'll call pain, and this we'll call no pain. Pardon the handwriting. Now, a few things make this up that are with us every day. Right down here. Anatomical defects. This is a torn meniscus, a rotator cuff from high school baseball, an ACL from high school soccer, a torn labrum in your shoulder that you never knew you had. Above that, SDS, stress, diet, and sleep. And if you guys follow us, you know that we preach a lot of lifestyle management because this box right here is crucial. Okay? Stress, diet, and sleep is going to play a big role in our total overall systemic load. Above that, functional diagnosis. Now, this isn't like, we're not doctors. This isn't a diagnosis like you have this. This is just how well we can move. It's whether or not we can bend over and touch our toes. It's if we can get our hands up overhead. Right? It's our movement limitations and abilities. It's our mobility, basically. and then our strength balance side to side. This stuff is with us every day. Now, it's there when we wake up, right? Above that, wake up in the morning, stuff around the house, 8 hours of work. And then you come into the gym and you got a workout, and it's squats and chest to bar. And you're below your capacity, right? You're feeling good. Nothing's feeling tight. Paired with those chest to bar, we have some power snatch. Oops, we went over. Now your back's lit up. You don't want to look down. You're walking out of the gym like this, and you're wondering what happened. You go to your doc, and you're like, oh, well, I was fine with squats. The chest to bar were good, but the power snatch, and the doctor's like, well, what's a snatch? Oh, I just took some weight and threw it up overhead. Not too much, though. Like, not too much. How much is not too much? Oh, like 95 pounds. Like, you took 95 pounds and just threw it up over your head? No more snatching. Now, that's cool, but what the doc doesn't empathize with is this could be any other movement. And these things right here are the stuff of life. This is what brings us value. This is the housework that we value, the work that brings everything that we love in life, and then our fitness that we so enjoy. This stuff is just the underlying mess, right? It's what we're with every day. Now, let's see if we can rearrange this. Anatomical defects are going to stay the same. We're not going to stitch your meniscus up inside the gym. Nobody can unherniate your disc for you inside these walls. What we can work on, though, stress diet and sleep. 7 to 9 to 10, 9 hours of sleep a night, 8 to 9 hours of sleep a night. Chewing your food, eating a balanced diet, staying hydrated, and stress management, that mindfulness practice we always talk about. So we cut that way down. Then, functional diagnosis. That's where we excel here with our movement assessment, our strength balance stuff, and making sure that we are doing the correct movements for our bodies in our individualized group class. We can take that functional diagnosis and shrink it. Little Ant-Man action for you. From there, we got our housework in the morning. We have our 8 hours of work. Squat, chest to bar, power snatch, and look at all this room. You feel great. You're walking out of the gym like $1 million. Now, what we have to remember is this line is always there. So just because you feel like $1 million today doesn't mean that tomorrow, when you were up till 2 a.m. because you had a big deadline for something at work or a school project, and your stress diet and sleep goes back up to here, it doesn't mean you can do the same work you did yesterday. And that's one thing we have to think about when we're talking about maximum recoverable volume. It is not only just volume inside the gym. It's volume of life. So this volume right here adds up more than all of this volume in here. This plays on our system more than any of this will, or more than you realize. When we're talking about minimum effective volume, don't you think that if we make all of this volume as small as possible, and even this as small as possible, and you have more room before your capacity, it would be convenient to be able to handle the extra stressors that might come up in life. Be convenient to be able to sit down at night and not have a lot on your mind. And be convenient to have that comfort of knowing that you are safely in this no pain zone and still progressing towards your goals. That, my friends, is why we want to focus on minimum effective and maximum recoverable volume. More so on that minimum effective piece. Coming to the gym 5 and 6 days a week is fun. Trust me, I know. However, if you can see the progress you want with 2 days a week, with 3 days a week, with 4 days a week, and have other hours in the week to devote to family, to loved ones, to taking walks with your pets, to meal prepping so that everything else works better, Why wouldn't we do that? The gym is fun, but where the real difference is made is down here. So next time you're thinking about whether or not to go an extra day in the gym, ask yourself, have I practiced my mindfulness practice? Do I have meals prepped? Do I have healthy food even in the house? How has my sleep been for the last 48 hours? How has my intake been for the last 48 hours? Because before we pile more on up here, just because we think we have room, we want to make sure that we have everything down here solved. Again, I hope you guys are watching this on the recording. It is absolutely gorgeous outside. This will be going up on YouTube and be sent out via email as well. It's Sunday, I'm about to get it and clean these floors, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.